I don't know. I got it out of my system. That's all I want to say about bands. No, there's no drama or no soap opera shit I can give you. It's just all good times. It's good times and bad memories. Just playing in a band was therapeutic because you just wanted to kill yourself. Back then, now, the same difference. The band helped you stand on your own 2 feet. And there was three other motherfuckers that adored you. They needed you. It didn't matter what you looked like. You could come in there smelling like onions and looking like shit. But the second you plugged that quarter-inch jack into the guitar head, the respect was on. You know, it's like when you meet a world leader, when you meet Eddie Nash and you find out that he spends all day in a bathrobe and Speedos and smells like shit and spends his whole day smoking crack with bitches in his room. But when it's time to deal some shit, he's the motherfucker that brought the crack epidemic to America. You know what I'm saying? And it made him feel good, you know, and it was good. That music shit is dark. Like I told you, I think back to punk rock, and it's not. Nobody's smiling. You know, I think of Rakim. When I think it's weird, my shit is disjointed and mishmashed and put together, all fucked up. When I think of upstate New York glam punk rock, I think of Eric B and Rakim in the ghetto. Nobody's smiling, waiting on the 55 to go somewhere to play with some group that'll get my dick off and just make me feel like somebody. But after the rehearsal's over, after the show's over, you cry on the way home on the bus route. At least I did. I was manically depressed. I still am. And I just remember that. I remember holding in tears. Just the more I drank and the more I played in these bands, I'd be halfway through the set, and everybody would know what's the matter. Just nothing, nothing at all. Because I'm thinking about I got to go out there, slush around in some shitty combat boots with some fucked up feet, get on the bus line, take my guitar, get on the fucking bus, go home, drink booze out of. I had a flask back then. I had a nice flask. It was back then. I paid $25 for it. It was engraved. It was a big deal. My girlfriend got it for me. I carried it everywhere I went. I used to go into the bathroom and down peppermint schnapps when nobody was looking. Just like Kevin Little, the other guy in my band at one point. Same thing. He used to do it to me. I'd be like, "Where'd you go?" He'd come back. He'd smell like fucking Kettle One or something, or some cheap shit. I'd be like, "Did you just dip into the bathroom to drink vodka?" I'd be like, "No." I'd be like, "I smell it on you. What's the secret?" Well, the shit's getting unmanageable. That's how I was. I would. It's just when music is a blessing and a curse, and most of the time it's extreme pain. But that's a different story. When I look at Morgan, the little blonde bitch from YouTube, I love that bitch. I love her skinny. She just breaks my fucking dick. You can't get next to that girl. Nobody will pass a message to her. I want pussy like that. Goldilocks, blue-eyed pussy. She's got a little bit more weight on now, but those titties and that ass, just put my face to that cunt, just and huff fucking blondie puss. Just be like, ain't nobody, ain't nobody in this world gonna love your fucking tongue and your beautiful face and your big eyes and that fat ass and those huge titties again, like I will. I want to rip that shit apart. I love that bitch. That's the kind of bossy bitch that can just fuck your home around. All she's got to do is put her tongue out and squeeze those titties together. And I love that name. I love that bitch. You can't get next to her. No matter what you do, other bitches will just take out the titty, take out the puss that night, lift up their dress and bend over the sink and be like, please blaze my ass. But not Morgan. She won't do that. I want to eat that pussy. I want to flick that labia around. Won't somebody tell that bitch? I want a bitch just like that. And I like Morgan because she's reminiscent of like I don't even want to say it now because I don't want anybody jerking off to my shit. But she reminds me of another porn star. She reminds me of a couple porn stars. She's got a little bit of Iris Rose. She's got a little bit of Scarlett Lovia. That blonde shit. And that little accent, that excited, that attitude. That pussy's immaculate. I want to fuck that girl. I want to knock that up. You know what I mean? That's what's in it. That's why you join bands. That's why you do shit. You get pussy like that in a thong, come in your room and boss you around, fart into the open air, and she's still hot. Get up, fucker. Make me breakfast. Get up, motherfucker. What is it, bitch? Make me something to eat. Go downstairs and make something yourself, fat bitch. You know, with fat ass bitch. But that's what I'm talking about. Chub Chub Ho. She's like my size, perfect bitch. They call me fat, so I'll call her fat ass. So, but that bitch is perfect. You know what I mean? I've been following her since she was itty bitty, totally skinny, and that bitch just gets hotter and hotter. I love that hoe. Is this too much? Is that too much to say? I figure you got to live every day like it's your last, so you have to tell the truth. I've been beaten to that bitch religiously, and she won't even look at me. I've like written her directly. It's like I want to pound your pussy. I love you, blonde bitch. I'm still waiting for photos of her. She started 2 fan pages, and I followed them ridiculously. And I'm like, please post some Morgan shit. Post some Morgan shit. She's busy with whatever, but I want a hoe like that. Is that all right with you? Yeah, if the meal about thing don't work out, I'm getting a Morgan bitch and knocking it up and locking it down. You ain't going nowhere. Just give it food and let it get hotter in the bed and shit, you know? That bitch is hot. It's rare when a girl can go from a young tiny thing and be that hot to an adult woman and be that fucking hot. Love that hoe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only mentioning it because there seems to be a magic name and a magic type. It keeps coming up in my life, and it's like, that's another one that the gods above tell me was, you know what you got to do, and it's like, yeah, don't fail me. Get Goldilocks pussy, rip it up, put a fucking indelible burn on it, in one way or the other. You know, that shit is good. And it seems to be consistent. It seems to be a consistent match for my dick entirely.